Ho ho! I can't do that Santa laugh. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Collector's Vault. My name is Mike. I do want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, very happy holidays to whichever holiday that you do celebrate. I do want to say one thing that Christmas came very early this year because in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, everyone's going pretty crazy about Master Rule 5 being not only revealed, but we were just told that we're going to be getting it at the same time that Japan is. I think the OCG gets it on April 1st, and they did say that this is no April Fool's joke. That's when Japan gets it, and that's when it's going to be implemented into the TCG. So for the Western audiences as well. And of course, just like everyone else, I've been trying to see if I can come up with some new some combos that can take advantage of us being able to summon as many kinds of extra deck monsters as we want. So I was working on a Gladiator Beast combo for everybody to watch, but apparently and I'm sure I will have. I'll probably put out something. But now that we have Master Rule 5 out, I'm thinking okay, everything's gonna be changing up. Although we still have to follow Master Rule 4 until April, it's kind of fun to speculate on what the potential for Master Rule 5 can offer to decks. So I do have I'm gonna just kind of start back over with Dinosaurs. It's probably my favorite deck right now. Clearly, True King Dinosaurs can really take advantage of opening turn 1 with amazing, crazy boards. And so I want to kind of just show some of the combos I've been working on that will be, which will be useful when Master Rule 5 is in effect. So, let's go to the table. Alright, we're back. So, like I said, this is going to be a True King Dinosaur little combo video. Nothing here is really crazy, and it kind of incorporates a lot of combos that or at least steps in combos that you guys have seen before. Whoops, drops cards. But the cool thing is that now that we have complete access to all the extra deck spaces, or the main monsters in spaces for extra deck monsters, it kind of just lets us go a little bit crazier. The problem is that we have to understand that there are still cards like Nibiru in the world that can be really punishing. There's a Dark Ruler No More, which is actually a card that many people are thinking will see more play now, that people are going to be trying to do extra silly wombo combos with all the other extra deck monsters. But the cool thing is that if you can actually make this combo go off, it actually can be somewhat protected from Dark Ruler No More. And it's just because True King of All Calamities is an amazing card that, could just use its effect during the standby phase or the draw phase on your opponent's turn. I'm pretty sure it's a lingering effect. So once it resolves, that's it. Your opponent basically can't play the game for the turn. So even if they do play Dark Ruler No More, and all your other monsters are negated for the turn, they still can't attack or use their own effects. So then on your next turn, you can just kill them. Hey guys, Future Mike here. Just wanted to bring this up that basically, if you only open up with the 2-card combo, you can just go into the usual play where you make Trishula, and then you can go into Calamities, just so that way your opponent can't make a play on their first turn. And then, now that we're not restricted by Link Summoning and Link Arrows, basically this is good because as long as you can stall your opponent for a whole turn, then the next turn, you're free to summon whatever you want and kill the opponent. So anyway, back to the video. So, but yeah, let's just get back. Let's just get into it. So basically, if you were to just open up with these 2 cards, there are ways that you can do a crazy Guard Dragon combo, which can kind of push you to do crazier boards. But the thing is that it's too reliant on links, and we're trying to take advantage of us not really using link monsters. We kind of just want to be able to really spam out. Well, in true King Dino fashion, dinosaurs are really good at spitting out multiple XYZ monsters. Rank 9s and rank 4s. So we're kind of just going to show that if you open up with these, this is the typical 3-card combo. You can do something kind of crazy with Calamities and Login, Dolka, and my good old favorite Bahamut, Shark, and Toad. And no, this is not something new because you see in my past videos that we do summon out Bahamut, Shark, and Toad. But now we can summon out multiples because we're not restricted by Link Arrows. So let's just get into it. Assuming you open up any combination of these 3 cards. Technically, if you do open up with the Fire True King, you can still do this combo, but you will just have to go into something like Reaper Docus, the Link 2 Dinosaur. And I showed this before, that you go into him just to change the attribute of a dinosaur to fire, so that way you can trigger the fire one and get out. And just to be able to destroy him, get your 2 level 9s, and keep comboing off. But let's just assume you draw, again, any combination of these 3 cards. So, start off with Diagram, Destroy a Baby. And again, nothing here is really out of the ordinary. So you will, we'll add your second copy of the Water True King Barastos. So here's my hand, you can see it. And then we'll use this effect off of the baby to summon Raptor. Raptor will then add us another baby. Again, you can get Baby Ceratosaurus or Pteranodon. It doesn't really matter. So then we summon baby, Raptor effect, target baby, summon this baby. Oop, I touched the camera. Ugh. Then that baby effect will summon you, your miscellaneous. Again, all this looks pretty familiar for you guys. Now, I'm going to stop us here because ordinarily we used to always have to wait here and realize that we can't just keep going crazy with extra deck monsters. We need to summon a link monster at some point. Also, we're getting very close to the Nibiru territory. So just giving you guys a warning. Right now, I think we're at 4 summons. So this is right now in Nibiru territory after anything else that we summoned. So potentially, if you want to, what you can do is use these 2 monsters and immediately go into your Dolka. And this is great because initially we'd have to waste our extra monster zone and then we're stuck. But now that we don't have to worry about that anymore, on our 5th summon, you can in the camera. You can summon Nibiru. Jesus Christ. You can summon Dolka, and now you are protected from Nibiru. You know, at least assuming that there's no infinite impermanence or an effect veil or well, technically, never mind. Something like infinite impermanence would be the only thing you have to be afraid of that they're going to Nibiru you. But assuming that this is what we have, you can do this, and now you can use Brazos' effect to destroy himself and another Water True King in the hand, destroying the baby. Both of their effects go off. And you can then get... Oops, what do I have here? Technically, at this point, you can just get out, like, I keep hitting the camera. You can get out another miscellaneous source. And then you can just go into your rank 9 play. And go into your True King of All Calamities. Now, this is a pretty strong board, but because we kind of were scared of Nibiru, we shotgunned into a Dolka. And although this is still a really good board against a lot of decks, it kind of just sucks because we don't have any spell and trap protection. Now, I do think that this is a deck that when you do go first, meaning cards like Solemn Strike is not a bad option because it does protect you from cards like Dark Ruler No More or just any other kind of like crazy potential of well, I guess it can even protect you from infinite impermanence when it's your opponent's turn. So here's one option, but I'm going to rewind it back to when we got to the point where we're at the Nibiru level, and let's just play through Nibiru as if, like, well, we just got to take the chance that if they have Nibiru, well, it kind of sucks. If they don't have it, we're going to keep pushing. Alright, so when we last left off, this is kind of the board we had. So, if we were to say, just warning, we are now at the 4th summon, so now we can be Nibiru'd. But if we assume that they don't have it, we can then go a little further. So what we are going to do is we're going to use the effect of Brazos and destroy the other Brazos and the baby Dinosaur. So then we get out our level. This guy she's summoned in defense mode. And then we'll get out our Rex. So we want to get Rex and Miscellaneous Source out because these guys always go so well together when trying to summon more dinosaurs because it just gives you more level 4 dinosaurs, which is great for us. So we are going to do now is go straight into our Calamities. And we are going to have to waste one of his materials like we kind of do in a lot of our combos, but on the bright side, we are now able to just immediately say, let's make everything water because we all know what that lets us do. Now, these are still dinosaurs, so you can go into Logia and Dolka, but what I would like to do is try to go into more of Bahamut Sharks and Toads. Because Toad's just basically a Dolka and a Logia put together, and it can even steal a card. Toad's a very, very annoying and strong card. So what we're going to do is go use your Rex and your Miscellaneous Source. And I've been just wasting this zone. This is actually a zone that I really don't mind filling with this guy. We're going to summon number 60 to Dagaris. Yeah, Dagaris Timeless. And I don't mind putting him here because, like say, they summon Cyber Dragon and they want to use Mega Fleet. I don't care if they get rid of this guy. So you're actually going to use his effect to attach 2 materials and basically summon a monster from the graveyard. Now, our main phase 1 next turn is skipped, but assuming that we live, which 99% of the times you should live, you can just kill your opponent next turn anyway, so you don't really need the main phase. So what we are going to do is use the effect to then go into Dagaris, detach 2, and summon out either one of these guys. I would advise just summoning out like Giant Rex for the heck of it. So Giant Rex. Now, remember everything's water, so then you can use these 2. And actually, I have to really get used to just placing monsters here. I'm so used to putting them in the extra monster zone. So you go into, oh man, it feels so good just to be able to summon things here. So summon your Bahamut Shark, and then you can just attach the one material. Make sure it's the Rex, because you want miscellaneous and Rex in the graveyard. And you can, oh, if I can find the guy, oh, there he is. Summon out our good old Froggly Awesome. Now, we also have Rex and miscellaneous in the graveyard. So use miscellaneous effect to banish itself, the Rex, and 2 other dinosaurs, which actually we have exactly 4. So do this, and I'll just summon out like another miscellaneous if you want. You can also summon out the level 4 Dino Wrestler, Stegosaur, and then when he's summoned, he can actually add you a Pancratops, which is kind of nice. But let's just say we'll summon out miscellaneous, because that gives us like a follow-up next turn. And then because Rex was banished, summon Rex, which we should all know. This is the banished pile. And now we have access to another rank 4. Now, here's where I'm going to let you guys make your own decision. So, obviously, this gives us access to either Logia or Dolka, which are both great. Or, because this is Master Rule 5 that we're testing for, you can go into another Bahamut Shark. I actually am still looking for... I know I have other copies, but they're buried somewhere. So, if you want to, you can summon another Bahamut Shark and then get out another Toad if you want. So, that means on your opponent's turn, you will have a Calamities, which will say that they can't play the game, and then you have 2 Toads, which can negate basically any 2 cards and steal potentially 2 cards. Also, when they go back, when you negate with them and they go to the extra deck, you can just put them back in your extra deck, and then your Bahamut Shark can then resummon them. I think, or if you want to, you could even use one of them to add back the Water True King, which is nice. Then on your next turn, you have a Water True King in your hand, and you can use a Calamities effect that lets you destroy your opponent's monsters to summon your True Kings, which a lot of people forget. So, all you True King Dinosaur players, don't forget that either. That effect is actually really amazing. So, just for argument's sake, I'm just going to say, like, we do all this, and maybe we go into something like a Logia. Whoops. And maybe the Logia is just in case they do summon out, like, a Cyber Dragon or something that can, like, contact fuse with our shit. I really can't think of anything on top of my head. But again, this could be a Logia, Dolka, or another Shark. And it just really shows that this is a really, really strong board. And back to what I was saying about your board not being able to be, like, stopped by something like Dark Ruler no more. Because in most cases, if you know what the meta is during the standby phase or the draw phase, you can just shotgun Calamities and just call something like Dark, for example. So that way, Orcus can't play, Danger can't play. A lot of decks actually really can't play. And then the cool thing is that, let's say they do have a response to this, with like Ghost Ogre or a Infinite Impermanence, you have potentially, again, if you have 2 Toads, you have a lot of protection, or even a Logia can stop a lot of crazy things. So you have protection to make sure that this goes off. So that way your opponent can't play the game, and then even if they play Dark Ruler no more, yes, these are turned off, but his effect is still in effect. So they can't play the game, and then next turn, you should be able to just kill them with what you have. Plus, granted, we did use Dugara, so you can't really summon like a Conductor out next turn, but again, with this, you should be able to kill them. And then, if you can't kill them, you'll just do whatever damage you can. Main phase 2, maybe summon out like a Conductor just for more protection, or do whatever the heck you want. So, here's just one of the combos I was going to show you guys. Like I said, this is kind of just abusing like Master Rule 5, being able to summon out multiple Logia, Dolkas, and Toads at the without being restricted to the link arrows. Now, I do want to say that there are chances where you might want to summon a link monster. Some of them are still really strong, like an Apollosa, for example. But yeah, this is just kind of what I was trying to work on. I'm definitely going to have some more combos in the future, but this is just kind of giving you guys a taste of what True King Dinosaurs can do now that now that we're not restricted by link monsters. So, I hope you guys liked the video, and thanks again for watching. Take it easy.
It's that time. Christmas time is here. Everybody knows there's not a better time of year. Hear that sleigh. Santa's on his way. Hip hip hooray for Christmas, baby.